All right, I have a lot of friends who work as waiters and waitresses, and I want to make sure that I do them justice. But there's always been a bit of debate about tax and tip. Well, not tax. That's a no-brainer. So I'm gonna just do an example. Let's say I go to Dallas Hot Wieners, and one of the things I really enjoy doing is I like going to watch the soccer team and the basketball team play, and then I bring my son to the Dallas Hot Wieners, and we usually end up getting a couple of hot dogs, and they cost $1.35. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just type this in. I got $4.05 for 3 hot dogs. We order a plate of onion rings, and I'm not sure how much onion rings are. I'm going to guess $1.95. And so I put down $1.95. We get 2 things of juice. We'll say $1.50 each. That's $3. Oh, and look at that. Luckily, my subtotal is going to be very, very easy to figure out. My subtotal is the amount that it costs before tax. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so now my subtotal is $9. And to find out the tax, it's actually 8.25%. From what I understand. I could be wrong, but New York State tax, I believe, is 8.25%. For this lesson, I'm just going to say it's 8%. So I'm going to say, what's 8%? 8% of 9 is really 0.08 times 9, which is 72 cents. All right, so I owe 72 cents, and that will give me my total price. Now, goodness me. So my total is $9.72, and you get that by adding up this. Now, the tip, in my opinion, the tip should be anywhere between 15 and 25%. 25 always seems like a pretty outrageous amount for a tip, and 15 seems actually kind of lame. And here's the big debate. The big debate is whether or not you're supposed to add the tax on. And I always thought, no, you do not. I always feel like you just put it right on the subtotal because you're paying for the actual meal itself. You're not paying for what New York State's charging you. So that's my piece of advice. And I'm going to show you a couple quick ways of getting this. 15%, 16%, which I know seems like a strange amount, 20%, and 25%. All right, because these are all 4 of these are really, really worthwhile looking at. So 15% of 9 is really 10% plus 5%. So I'm going to erase these 2 over here. I'll put 20% and 25%. Well, how much is 10% of 9? It's 90 cents. And what's half of 90 cents? That's 45 cents, which gives me a grand total of $1.35. And I'm just going to do 0.15 times 9. And sure enough, I got $1.35. They could buy a hot dog with that. 16% seems like an odd choice, but the reason why I picked 16% is because if you look at the tax was 8%, which was 72 cents. Well, 16% is really 8% plus 8%. So if you just double the tax, you're going to get $1.44. And so if you just want to give them a quick tip, that's the easiest way of doing it. So double the tax, and you get $1.44. 20% is really the subtotal times 2. You just got to finagle where your decimal point because you're not going to give them an $18 tip. But you know it should be someplace, you know the numbers 1 and 8 should be in there. So it's actually $1.80. And the easier way of doing that is find out what's 10% of 9. It's 90 plus 90 is $1.80. And lastly, 25% is really, and I did this in another video, the same as 1/4. So you take 9 and you divide it by 4, you're going to get $2.25. Now, The reason why I don't really feel like it's a big deal to add on the 8% is because 15%, 15% of 72, or even 25% of 72 is really not much. It's, let's see, times 0.72, it's 18 cents. It's an extra 18 cents. What I think is really fair is if you get $1.35, give them $1.50. If you get $1.44, give them $1.50. If you get $1.80, give them $2. You get $2.25, well, fair enough. But if you just add a little bit of money to your tip, no harm can come of it. Don't be a cheapskate and tip poorly. But like I said, so I want you guys to start thinking about math differently. 8%, double that, you get 16%. If you want to find 20%, find 10% of that and then double it. Pretty easy, but I hear my daughter crying, so I'm going to cut this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it makes sense. And, like I said, don't be a cheapskate. Figure out your own tax. Make sure people aren't cheating you.